In this video, we're going to look at the attach top and base command in a little bit more detail than we have previously. So just to remind you of what this command does, we've got this gap here underneath the roof at the tops of the walls, and I'd like to fill that in. And so it's pretty easy to do. All you need to do is select the element that you want to attach, in this case, the wall, and I'll pick one of these exterior walls here. And then over here on the ribbon, you've got this attach top and base tool. Click that, and then it's going to prompt you either on screen or on the status bar to select the roofs, floors, ceilings, or topo solids that you want to attach this wall to. So I'm going to highlight the roof. Now, in order to make sure you're selecting the roof properly, make sure you're clicking near one of its edges. Okay, so I'm going to click right here along the ridge line, and you will see it attach that wall to the underside of the roof. Now I'm going to hold the shift key and drag the wheel to orbit around so you can get a much better look at that. Okay, so that's really all there is to this command. Okay, now let's look at a way to do that a little bit more efficiently, because I could certainly go around and do each wall one at a time, but there's going to be a faster way. So let me deselect it and undo. I'm going to start again here. And what I want to do instead is leverage chain selection. Now you may recall that chain selection is where you highlight one wall, press the tab key, and it will go down endpoint to endpoint and select other walls that are connected end to end with that current wall. The trouble is, here in 3D, if I do that and click to make the selection, I get a selection of 4 walls. But what it did was it went around the corner and did 2 exterior walls. Then it went down to the foundation and came back again. Now, I'm not really sure why it did that. It's a little strange to me, but there's going to be a really easy solution to prevent it from doing that. I'm simply going to hide the foundation walls temporarily. So go ahead and select one of your foundation walls. And if you wish, also select one of the footings, right click, choose select all instances visible in the view. With those items selected, come down here to the little sunglasses icon and choose hide element. So that will temporarily hide all of that geometry in this view. And now, if I highlight the exterior wall and press tab, you can see that I get a very different result. Now I'm going to click, and that selects all the walls on the perimeter of the building. Now that's close to what I want, but you can see that it missed this wall here on the second floor, and it included these 3 on this little east wing over here. I don't want those 3 selected, and I do want the other one that it missed. So how can we deal with that? Well, I'm going to actually click an empty white space, and we're going to try again with the chain selection, and I want to show you a cool feature of chain selection, but it does take a little practice. Okay, highlight the exterior wall, press tab, don't click yet. We're getting the same chain. Move your mouse very slightly to the inside face of the wall, and it should highlight the inner chain instead. So you can see it there highlighted. I'm going to go back to the outside face. There's the outer chain. Here's the, oh, I lost it. There's the inner chain right there. Okay. So it is a little tricky. It does take some practice, but don't give up on it, because this is a really powerful way to select elements. So I think it's worth your effort to practice it until you get comfortable with it. That's the chain I want. I'm going to click, and now it selects all of the walls that we need. I don't need to make any additional modifications. So once I've got those walls selected, I always like to check the properties palette just to do a gut check on the quantity. So notice over there it says walls 7. So I don't know that that's exactly the correct quantity, but it seems plausible. 7 seems like the correct number to me. So I feel confident to go forward. So that's all I'm asking you to do, is just do a gut check. Does that seem like a reasonable number? And it does. So now I'm going to go to attach top and base, highlight the edge of the roof, click. And if I shift and drag the wheel to orbit, you can see that it's now attached all of those walls to the underside of the roof instead of doing them one at a time. So